Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Creative Challenges in Illustrator. My name is Julia Masalska and we're going to do something really fun today. We're going to work on a social mockup for our brand design and I'm really excited to see you all guys here. I saw already a bunch of you join. Thanks so much for joining. Michael, Anthony, Jack, Lita, welcome everyone. Let me know if you guys are new to the Daily Creative Challenges. Just write a newbie. We want to know who all of you just joined us. And so for all of you who are new here, it's a Daily Creative Challenge where you kind of get every day a new challenge unlocked and participate in the challenge. Submit your artwork to the Discord channel that I'm going to show you in a little bit. And we're reviewing all of that. Hi Vuduval, welcome. We're reviewing it and we're giving each other feedback. We're learning from each other, and it's a community, I believe, with about 10,000 creatives. So it's a lot of fun and cool. Erica, thanks for joining. Mustafa, Isaac, Richard, cool. Arifa, good to see you all guys. Rick, and some good old friends here. Candace, thanks for joining. Cool. Alright guys, let's take a quick look how the Daily Creative Challenge looks like on the internet. So if you open behance.net/challenge/illustrator, you will see this page right here, and here at the bottom you will see the challenges that unlock every single day. Unfortunately, we only have 2 challenges left with me, but next week the challenges will still continue, I believe, with Clady. So stay tuned for that as well. Challenges are here Monday through Friday, and we also have different applications you can work with. So let me show you real quick what we have here. So Photoshop, we have a Daily Creative Challenge with Caitlin Martin. It started today at 9 a.m. And later on, you will also have the Adobe XD Creative Challenge with Jesse Showalter. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in UI and UX. And after this, after my stream, there will be a graphic design stream with Clady as a host and Nick Schaff as a designer. It's going to be really nice as well. Cool. And if you guys are new to this and don't know how to join the chat, this is the link to our Discord channel. It's bit.ly/AI Discord. Or you can also find this link on the page that I just showed you guys. Let me just quickly show it to you again. So up here you will find this button that says chat with the community, and here you will also be guided to the Discord channel. And let's take a quick look how the Discord channel looks like and what exactly we're doing here. So this is the channel, and here on the left side you will find different hashtags. For example, portfolio reviews, ask a question, tips and tricks, career advice, but you submit your challenge under the challenge hashtag. I am looking forward to see your submissions for today, and if you like also for yesterday. We're reviewing them here, giving each other feedback, so feel free to participate here as well. Cool. So today's challenge is going to be design a social media post and design a mockup for a social media post with a branding that we already developed in the past days. So many of you have already created amazing brand guidelines and already kind of have a path for themselves to go for all these challenges to come. If you're new to this, you can just make something up or create your new brand. You can also just watch the replays of the challenges in the past. Okay, so here you can watch the video, which is the replay of this one, and you can get started, and there you will be guided to the submission, and you can also download the starter file, which looks like this. You are welcome. I have created you a customized mockup that you can use for free and royalty free. So this is a vector mockup I've created for all of you. It's in the starter file, and on the right side you will find little instructions that describe the challenge and also go back to the past days. It's talking about the brand that I've created. If you have your own brand, of course, apply your own brand guidelines. Here I'm giving you examples in case you're new to this. For color palette or for typefaces, and here is also a client that you're basically creating for. Okay guys, so it's going to be really exciting. As you can see, this is all vector here, so we're going to go more into detail and we're going to do some clip masks to create this post. Hi everyone. Let me know guys where you all from. Richard is from Toronto here. Cool. Tunch, good to see you again. Julia, Keith, Guillermo. All right, let me scroll down. Cool, awesome. So you guys can use this mockup, of course, and you can post this on your Behance, no problem at all. It's my work, so I allow you all to use this. So what we're going to do first is we're going to lock the background. As you can see, the background right now is unlocked. I believe yours might be locked. So to lock this, you click on the object and click Command and 2. So for now, we lock this because we don't want it to disturb us. We just want to work in this little field, and the rest we want to kind of switch off for a second. So that's the reason why we're locking things. That's the same thing I'm going to do with the other objects a little bit later, but for now I'm just going into the group where my rectangle is. That's basically the frame for my artwork that I'm going to produce today. So as you can see also on the top, at the top here, there is a shadow. Let me see if I have maybe locked this. So this little thing here is like a shadow, like a reflection, so your mockup looks natural. So for now we are going to lock this one as well because it's kind of in the front of our it's on top of our layer that we were going to be working with. So for now I'm just going to lock this with Command 2 as well. All right, so now let's okay, I unlock the other one now. All right, that we don't need. Okay, so now let's go into our rectangle. That's basically the frame for our post. What I'm going to do is, you know how now many companies offer online delivery, so I mean online order and free delivery. So that's what I'm going to do for my brand as well. I have a restaurant brand that I have been working on, and so my restaurant now is saying, okay, we are offering free delivery, so how could this post on social media look like? And I'm encouraging you guys, use your own brand and create something that fits to your brand, like a social media post that works for your brand. Cool, Candice. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Suze is here from Germany. Awesome. I lived in Germany for about 18 years. Angela is from Montreal. Wuchi is from Los Angeles. Guillermo is from Brazil. Margaret is from Edmonton. Cool, thanks. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. As you can see, I have here my color palette and my typefaces. Today I'm going to use the belly display, which I think is a very amazing typeface. And also I'm going to use my libraries because I already created a library for my brand here with my little burger. I'm just going to pull this artwork in here and place it, and I have my burger. That's what I'm going to be working with. And then I also have my logo. I'm going to work with that as well. Or maybe I will be even working with a letter mark. So we will see that a little bit later. Okay, so now I'm going into my little cube here, and I'm going to arrange these burgers here. I'm just going to copy paste with Command C and go into my rectangle, Command V, and I have my burger on the same layer. Oh, why is it having a shadow here? A drop shadow. Maybe it's just let's see if that will stay like that. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, so I have my burger and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and I'm going to distribute it a little bit like all over the place to create a little background. You could also use your pattern that you've created before, but I'm going to use this for now just because I want it to be more modifiable, and I want to adjust the sizes here as well. And it's only 4 of these, so it's not too much of work. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to create a clipping mask for all of these burgers so they don't stick out of my frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rectangle, or actually a square, because in Instagram it's all squares. And I'm going to make it exactly the same size as my post. Let's see, we have to be a little bit more precise here, like this. if you for some reason are not able to scale to the exact position you want it to, you might have some of these options here checked. For example, snap to grid, snap to pixel, or snap to point. That means you don't have the complete freedom to adjust the size, but it will be always snapping to something, either to the pixel or to the grid or to the point. So I recommend you guys turn this off, uncheck all of these, and check the smart guides on instead. Those are very helpful, and I really like using them in my workflow. All right, so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to use this as a frame, and I'm going to select, in addition to my square, I'm going to select by holding shift, I'm going to select all the other objects. And now I have selected my 4 burgers, including the frame. And now on the right side, you will see in the properties panel, which is, I think is a very helpful panel because it only shows you the options that you need for those objects that you have selected. You can activate this properties panel by going to Window and clicking onto Properties. Okay, so here I'm going to make a clipping mask, and now you can see my burgers are in the perfect frame for my social media post. All right, now I'm going to click out a little bit, and I see the burgers are kind of very intense and they have a lot of color, so I would like to make them a little bit more transparent. So I'm going to my this is my background actually. I'm going to go onto my clipping mask, and I'm going to decrease the opacity of the burgers, not so much, maybe something like this. And the same thing as I say, you guys can do with your pattern. So now I'm going to select the type tool, and I'm going to create a little box for myself to type my text, and my text will be Suze, if you cannot import your library assets as vector, you can just copy paste them from your other file. Just go into your other file, copy and paste them into your new artwork. That works as well. Okay, so now I'm going to work with my belly display typeface, and I'm going to type free, or no, I'm going to type we deliver free, or for free, we deliver for free. And then I'm going to kind of make 2 lines out of that. So I'm just dividing those in 2 lines, and I'm going to align at the center, so I kind of have it properly distributed. And of course I can also adjust the typeface, but right now I'm just going to press Command Shift and O, and I'm going to outline this text, and I'm going to resize it by holding Option and Shift. If you're holding Option and Shift, it will be scaling proportionally and towards the center, or away from the center of the artwork. So now I almost have my post created. So now what I'm going to do is to place this exactly in the middle of the post. I am going to select this object, the text object. Then I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm going to, let me see. So I'm going to select this. Let me actually grab another rectangle here, because those are all grouped and I don't want to ungroup them right now. So I'm actually just making another rectangle on top. So I have a coordinations where I have to put my my type. So I'm selecting this rectangle or square and holding Shift, selecting my text, and I'm selecting the frame again, so it becomes a key object when I'm aligning things. So on the right side in the properties panel, you will find then horizontal align center and vertical align center. So now my post is in the perfect middle of the post. I don't really need that rectangle anymore, so I can just delete this. And now I can go back and I can actually place my little shadow or reflection on top. Let's see, I have locked this, so of course it's not going to be visible or working with. So I'm going to place this one on top. Actually, I'm just going to copy paste it and place this on top of the whole mockup. So I'm going to click Command C, and of course I have to delete this one first. Command X, and I'm holding Command Shift and V and placing it in the exact same place where it was before. So now I have the shadow on top, as you can see, and it's even going through my text here. So it's has worked out pretty good. So now what can you do with this? I'm going to lock my background again because I unlocked all the objects. So now I can take my post and I can make something fun out of it. So let me group all of the objects first with Command and G. And now they're all grouped, so meaning if I select one thing, they all are getting selected. And if I move one thing, they all are getting moved. So now I can just, you know, tilt it a little bit, and then I can create something like this, copy paste, and then create something, you know, that looks a little bit more exciting and more interesting. You can also create multiple posts and then, you know, place them in different places. So I think this mockup is really great to work with. And it's also very, very subtle, so it does not distract from your post itself. And I think that is great to play with as well. All right, cool. So I'm just going to do something like that. And for that, I'm also going to make a clipping mask. So I'm going to create a square so I can grab all of these objects and put them inside the square frame. So for that, I'm selecting all and I'm making a clipping mask. Now you have the perfect little, you know, work that you can export. Or you can also, if you go back, Command and Z, you can also remove this. And you can also go onto the view and trim view. And that's how you will also see the post that you have. Okay. All right, any questions so far, guys? Let me know if you have any questions. Is the shadow too light? Arifa, you can adjust your own shadow if you like. I personally don't like too heavy drop shadows, and that's why I kind of kept it a little bit subtle. Trisha is saying, this is more of UX design rather than, for example, an Instagram post. Well, actually, this is an Instagram post that we've created. But yes, it does look like a UX design project because usually you have mockups very similar to this. But why not? You can even use this mockup to create a website for the person that looks how it looks on mobile. Okay, I'm not going to take away anything, but that's something we're going to be working on as well. All right. Buduvala saying this is so cute. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So this is how you basically work with your assets that we have in the library, right? So you just pull them in and work with them. You can also do what I actually have forgotten to do is, let me do this real quick. You can also place your logo in here. So let's say my logo Foodies here is right there. I'm going to place this, arrange, bring to front, and I'm going to make it a little more subtle, but I'm going to place this in the picture. So I'm just going to put it like this and align it to the artwork, properties, center line. Okay, and now I'm going to make my logo a little bit more subtle, so I'm just going to decrease the opacity. There always has to be some kind of hierarchy in artwork like this. Let me see if I can, if actually this works well for me. Let me increase the opacity a little bit more. So here the hierarchy is, you first read this text, which is important because you kind of already know that you follow Foodies and you follow their social media. So that's a secondary information. Most important information is that they're delivering for free. And then you see the logo, and then you see the burgers in the back, and it kind of is looking appetizing, so you maybe get hungry. So this is the way you want to communicate with the client. There's always has to be the most important information that's visible at first, then secondary, and you know, whatever is not that important is on the third place. Cool. Yes, Arifa is asking, try the fonts with different backgrounds for more color. Also possible. Yes, of course. You guys feel free to experiment with this, and yeah, do whatever you like with it. I'm excited to see your submissions in a little bit later. Thanks, Mustafa is saying so nice and elegant. Thank you so much. This is the goal here, to make it nice and simple and to make it, you know, still look kind of appealing. And the most important thing is that the mockup does not overwhelm too much and take away from the post itself, or you know, that's why for me it's important when I'm creating mockups that the mockup is more simplified and simplistic. I don't like too much overload on color and patterns and so on. So the most important thing has to be visible first. Cool. All right. Yeah, guys, if you guys are interested, you can follow me on my Instagram channel. And there I'm always keeping you updated whenever we have new challenges. So it's also really exciting to see kind of like a community building on my channel. Cool. And it's just another sunny girl. I almost forgot to say. Okay. Yeah, Tunch, there is no option than liking here. You can only like this. There is no other way. Of course, you can also play with this. You can also change the color here if you like. You can also make this red, for example, like it is in Instagram. You can even, you know, add some more detail here. You can add the name of your brand right here. So here I kind of made it UX style, but you can also just remove this this rectangle here and just type in your own brand in the typeface that Instagram is using. So it's really interesting, you know, so it looks really realistic. Okay, I'm hoping you guys have understood this all so far. If client approves this mockup, how will it be exported as an image to post? All right, so for that, all you have to do is you just have to create a new artboard. Let me go back here to my so I would say something around the lines of 700 by 700 pixels. Let me adjust this. You can adjust the size of the artboard if you go here onto the artboard tool and go onto the right side, and here you can adjust the width and the height. If you click on this little thing here, you maintain the proportions, and I want them to be 700 by 700 pixels. So here we go. And now what we are going to do is we're just going to grab all these things that we have here. Let's see, I'm just gonna copy paste this. Okay, and I'm just going to remove everything that I don't need. I'm going to ungroup this, Command Shift and G, and I'm just going to select all the things I don't need. Okay, oops, let me see, there is more grouping going on here. So I'm just going to ungroup all of that and remove all the things that I don't need. And here we have our post. Place it in the perfect middle, increase the size, and there we go. There's your post. Okay, you can also, of course, make it more precise than I'm doing it right now. I'm just doing it for the purpose of showing you how that works. Okay, and now you can already export both your mockup and your artwork by going onto File, Export. I would export for screens. I think that's the best option you can go with. So here you will see the two artboards are kind of already marked, but you can still select which ones you don't want in case you have more, and in case there is some artboards you're not really interested in exporting. And then you can click Export Artboards, and then I already have an artboard name like that. Of course, you should do some proper naming, not like me. And then you already have your images. All right, cool. All right, any other questions? Gian Filippo, no worries, you're late. No worries, you can watch all of this in the replays. By the way, you guys who are joining us from YouTube, please head over to behance.net/live. This is where I'm reading the comments, and we're running out of time. We only have 2 minutes left, so let me know if you guys have any questions so far. And Alberto is saying, oh my god, I joined, but it looks like it's all finished. Yes, you can watch the replay if you go on to behance.net/live and you go a little bit down, and there are the replays of the past streams. And you can also subscribe for future streams. Let me quickly show you that. Okay, so you go onto live, and there we probably will see me right now, Inception. Okay, here you will see the schedule, and here at the bottom you will see the replays, and this is me right now. Hi. Okay. Yeah, and then don't forget to submit those to our channel. And I'm going to be later on online for about 2 hours, and I'm going to review all of your work, some of the yesterday's work. And I can see there is already a bunch of amazing mock-ups. If you guys haven't tuned in yesterday, make sure to check out yesterday's challenge. It was all about mock-ups, and we worked in Dimension. Even my computer was almost about to explode, but we made it. And it was a very exciting challenge. I can see you guys already did some really cool experimenting here. But yeah, don't forget to submit your artwork so you kind of get some feedback and you get motivated to do some more. Okay, cool. Nathan, thanks. Arifa, time flies so fast. That is so true. I can't believe the 2 weeks are almost over and we only have 2 days left of challenges. But I'm going to be back with more challenges end of May, so stay tuned for that as well. Cool. All right, guys. It is time to wrap up, and thank you all so much for joining. And if you have missed this, no worries, you can watch this in the replays and participate in the challenge. You can also submit the yesterday's challenge into the Discord channel. And of course, if you need any career advice and so on, use the hashtag career advice. If you want to submit the challenge, use the challenge hashtag. Cool. Thank you all so much for joining, and I see you guys tomorrow, 11:30 Pacific time, same place, and I'm hoping to see you all guys back there. See you. Bye.